Oh, the radio is on. Let me turn that radio down so I don't get my video muted. But I figure that it is... What is it? Well, if the camera would focus, you would see that it is 9:09 on Sunday. And I said I was going to use this weekend to begin working on that. And actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to do this desk. Because, of course, now that I've got this thing here, I'm going to need more space. So this has now become a priority because there is zero space for anything on here. Absolutely zero. So this needs to all come out of here, which is going to be done tonight. My next priority is going to be dealing with the stuff that's in front of here. All of this. So I can then take the boxes up there, out of there, and so then I can start putting some of this other stuff, like that camcorder and that CD changer and the computer and all the other miscellaneous junk things. I could take all that and put that all out of the way. And then I can finally deal with all of this crap. That's right here. And then I think the last thing I'll do is this, followed by everything underneath the bed. And then if there's anything else that I still need to do, I'll do that. So I'm going to get started with this. I don't know if I'm going to record any of it or not. Probably not, because there's probably like monsters living in here, and I don't really think you want to see all of that. So, well, this is the before. This is before I've started. I'll come back maybe in a little bit once I've gotten a good headway on this, and then we'll see how far we've come. I mean, like, seriously, there's like trash in here. That's just how bad this is. And I don't usually leave trash around places. I mean, you can obviously tell that there's trash on the floor. But it's because there's... I need to get a new bag for that. But because there's just no space for any of it. And most of it is because it's either fallen off the desk because there's no space on the desk. Or it's I've missed the trash can with it. There's very little trash elsewhere. Or it's sitting over there because I just, again, have no space for it. And I haven't been able to put no trash. Anyways, whatever. I'm going to get started with this, so... Let's get a start on this. Make a start. Alright, well, we're part of the way there. It's made a little bit of an improvement. There's still junk all over the place. Let me turn that down. As you can see, the bed became a little bit of a sacrificial goat here. I'm going to have to definitely go through all of this, but it'll probably be easier when it's out in the open as opposed to me just pulling it out of here and dealing with it then, because some of this stuff, I don't even know what it's doing in here, like this, why is that in here, that's junk, and like this, that's trash. Then there's other things in here too, like batteries that I'm going to need to test, like there's a 9 volt, I never have enough of these, so if that works, that's useful. There is an 802.11n wireless card for a laptop in here, there's a busted, I could just throw that out. That's a broken touchpad, a trackpad. There's something that's useful. Case for an SD card. But there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, like, I don't even know where this came from, but, well, obviously I know where. I don't know how I managed to get that. But I have it, so I guess there's one thing. But a lot of this is just cabling, and then it's papers and books and things. I'm going to leave the books in there, because the books could be fine. They're fine just right where they are. I'm probably going to end up putting all the books in this corner anyways, and then putting all of like the papers and all of the rulers and pens and things in that corner. I don't know where I put the case for this. It's on the floor somewhere, but I know I have the case for this as well, so that'll be useful. I've been looking for the letter opener, that's what this is, for a long time. In fact, I was actually using a steak knife to open up a letter recently, so that probably tells you how long that's been missing for. I've been looking for all this. And the camera's almost out of battery, so I'm going to have to stop this, and then I'll charge the camera again. Alright, so as you can see, it is definitely a lot cleaner than it was. It's not perfect. I don't know what this goes to. Actually, I can use that. And there's still some junk in here. There's actually my instructions and the license key for my Sony Vegas thing. I might as well leave that. I'll put that up in here with all the directions. There's a pile of junk on here that I now need to clean up, and then there's that massive pile of junk over there. This needs to go in here. There's something. There's some directions for a calculator, various description. That's trash. These two things are trash. I used to use those for page bookmark things, or for leaving sticky notes inside books that I rented from a library. And that's pretty much it. The rest of what's in here is books and whatever other little various bits of junk are actually still in here. So if I don't poke my friggin' hand off, we'll put those in there, throw this out, and then I can deal with... Well, I'm not sure what I want to deal with first. I'm not sure if I want to deal with this. I might just deal with all of this first, because this looks like it's going to be the hardest. And I figure that, you know, this probably should be the one time where I deal with the hardest bit first. Especially considering that I need to sleep tonight, and I'm certainly not going to be sleeping on this, so... Alright, remember what that desk looked like before I started? Well, this is what it looks like now. Definitely a lot better. Now, I still need to get a rag and the Windex, and I need to clean off the desk surface. That needs to be done, but I think for now, this will be... it's definitely a far cry improvement. I can now put the boombox in here, and it won't just... like be pushed out by an avalanche of crap. This is not perfect. Neither is that. I put the CDs down there that I need to go through, but the rest of it is pretty much fine. I wouldn't have even fit in there anyway. The mixer wouldn't have been able to fit in that. I would have loved to push the mixer back a little bit so I can give some room for this mouse, but I think this mouse can be fine just right here. Maybe I can even lift that up over top of the mixer. And who knows, I could probably get used to it being right here. This mouse has got plenty of space now, and that's all I care about. So I'm not trying to squish two mice into that tiny little space right there. They're actually able to move. I still haven't gone through this, and I haven't gone through any of that stuff, but this is definitely a far cry from what it was. I think now the desk space is actually usable, and there's even enough space still on the desk now that I could put the armrest back on this keyboard. How sweet is that? So now it's not floating around in this room. Actually, it was in the desk, buried underneath a bunch of papers and statements and things. I basically just spent about an hour working on that. So, I mean, if it takes an hour to do all of this, it'll be done in 5 hours, which I think is not too bad. But I don't think I'm going to work on any of the rest of this tonight because I have other things to do. And if you're wondering, this is all the junk that came out of the desk. Yeah, that's right. All of this crap in here came out of the desk. And there's another bag that I need to take down as well. And there's, of course, some other miscellaneous recycling bits and things over there. So, I think that will be enough to tide you over until next time. So, until next time, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, provided they're not derogatory in any way, shape, or form, you can leave them down below, and I just actually found a duster I've been looking for. Digression! Wow. Well, anyways, this is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Till then.